We have a dream. Statehood, the new Columbia. I am hip-hop artist Frankey Barrz, and I got the keys to DC statehood. Yes, if you believe in equal rights for Washington, D.C., and you come to a DC statehood event, that means you're cool. And I may send you one of these for when it gets hot. Yes, so I am hip-hop artist Frankey Barrz, and I wear this hat because I'm an activist, and I am active in seeking full democracy for the District of Columbia. We are the only city that pays more in federal taxes per person than all other 50 states, yet we're not a state. The mayor and our city council do not have the final say when it comes to the laws being passed in the 202, the nation's capital, the capital of the world, Washington, D.C. Congress has the final say. Another intricate detail of us lacking for democracy is we as Washington, D.C. do not have our own jurisdiction, which means, say, someone gets locked up that's close to you, a family member or a friend, they get sent to Maryland, they get sent to Virginia. Once we become a state, you will be able to visit your loved ones who are incarcerated locally. Yes, and in more good news, on top of over 86% of DC voters supporting statehood, we have developed a state constitution. The special feature here is it opens and it closes. That's the special feature. This booklet really does. This constitution opens and closes. But when we close on becoming the 51st state, it will stay open like this. And another special thing, for you to find out more and how you can get further involved with DC Statehood, you can visit statehood.dc.gov. Hashtag DC Statehood. So henceforth, you all are going to share with us today as I interview a few key lead supporters of DC Statehood. We are going to have, as our guest, you're going to hear from today, right now, Counsel at Large Anita Bonds. You're going to hear from Delegate to the U.S. House of Representatives, Eleanor, Holmes, Norton, and you get to hear from lead activist of Free DC, Anise Jenkins. So let's go ahead and pass the law.
We have 700,000 people who live in the District of Columbia who have no representation in either the House or the Senate. We pay the highest federal taxes per person in the country, and we are larger than two states, which are Wyoming and Vermont. The only thing that will protect us from these chains that the Congress has bound us with is DC statehood. We want to be the 51st state. Free DC, statehood now.
Yes, hi. The communities of Washington, D.C. are out to say, we just want to become a state. Anyone who watches this video, remember that the District of Columbia fights every day to be a state. And we deliver.
The Civil Rights Movement didn't get people involved for 100 years. It really took a catalytic event, the Montgomery bus boycott, and issues like that to get people involved. We have tried sitting in here, our residents have, not only in the Capitol, but in the streets during the Obama administration. There are ways to involve people here in the city, but the average person isn't sitting at home saying, I can't wait for the next demonstration, whether it's a civil rights movement or any other of the great movements. But what they will do is they will get on social media and take what we put on social media and deliver it to their own friends and reach far more people than we are reaching today. We just are not reaching across the country, and I cannot think of any other way to do it except tweeting and Facebooking and Instagramming. But that have to be done in a coordinated fashion, because I'm sure people do that. But if there's not a coordinated campaign to do that, then you will not have that message going across the country so that people will begin to understand it and begin to help us get statehood for the residents of the District of Columbia.
Yeah, so you have officially got to hear from our lead supporters of DC statehood. And now it's time for Frankey to drop 16 bars on the 51st state. Wait, I gotta hit the space bar. Don't you love my pen? Don't you love my pens? I know. Look. Look, we take a stand for ours and they hood. I'm Frankey Barrz, got the keys to statehood. We amend the Constitution for equal rights from 16th and Penn. Now clean this dirty mess and Washington it. Didn't have the rights while we never voted. Yeah, 1801, Congress stole it. You may live on the land, but you'll never own it. While we say no taxation without representation, I'll yell aloud till I wake up the nation. From out of they sleep, smell the eggs and bacon and catch up to what's at stake. This ain't no breakfast dating, nothing sweet. Bitter at Congress, marching with Senator Paul Strawson, Rosario Dawson, Franklin Garcia. We are the future making the change. Screaming free DC, we breaking the chains. And while the change is coming, since you believe in equal rights for Washington, D.C., since you believe in equal rights worldwide, since you believe in equal rights for the capital of the world, you can go ahead and subscribe. Yes, and if you post a comment in the comment box or have any questions or concerns about DC statehood, you may get one of these. And if you post a comment in the comment box in your support of the 51st state being Washington, D.C., you may also get one of these.